that you could make it today. My name's Leanne. I'm going to be conducting your interview today here. I believe the position that you're applying for is the Credit Control Manager.
Absolutely.
Firstly, I just want to ask you really, what prompted you to actually apply for this role? What interests you about the role as well?
Well, I believe I've got the relevant work experience as a credit controller, and I believe I've got the whole skill set for that particular role, and I want to develop as a manager in the particular field. I've got all the relevant qualifications, experience, skills, and I want to become a manager.
Okay. No, that's absolutely fine. So what are you doing currently?
Currently, I work for a security company doing finance and admin, so a bit of everything really. So I'm always involved in the office environment. On a daily basis, I chase payments for customers, which is an ideal sort of skill point for the role I'm going for. I invoice customers, invoice suppliers, not invoice suppliers, I organise statements and tell them when they should be paid and things like that.
Lovely.
Basically everything in finance.
So what is the reason that you're wanting to leave your current role? Is there no place for you to do a credit control manager there?
Basically, yeah. I believe I've done all I can in my particular role. I believe I have all the work experience. I believe I have the ability to become a manager. That's why I was looking for this particular position, to have the experience I've got and then become a manager as well, to give myself more responsibilities and things like that.
Right, brilliant. Nextly, can you tell me about any achievements at work up to current date?
Not necessarily achievement. I've kind of just been steady for the 10 years. I did initially join as an office junior, then I've developed as a customer service side, and now I'm in finance. But achievements, I'm currently doing a foundation degree in business at UCLan Burnley.
Brilliant.
So I personally believe that this qualification, when I do get it in 3 years' time, will give me a massive confidence boost and experience, especially the modules we're doing.
Of course. Now, looking at the position of the Credit Control Manager, have you read the specification for that and what's required? The reason I'm asking as well is because you're dealing with customers on a daily basis and things. I'd just love to really know how you work with current co-workers as well, with people, and how do you think your co-workers at the moment would describe you?
Well, to work with, I like to come across as a very pleasant and nice person. It's just me in the particular area at the moment, being finance. There's no one else in my particular department apart from my FD, financial director, who only comes in once a month. So I like the responsibility of doing it myself. So on a daily basis, I have a few hours alone time just to sort of blast through my daily duties.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get along with everyone I work with in different departments, customer service, sales side as well.
Brilliant.
Because we're all in the same office, you see.
Yeah.
We've got different responsibilities.
I'm sorry, I mixed up my last question with talking about the actual skills for this job. Obviously, the previous question was about co-workers, but the skills required for this role involve renegotiating payment plans and contacting individuals and businesses when overdue, which is obviously a bit tricky sometimes, especially over the phone. Have you ever handled difficult conversations before? And can you tell me how you deal with a customer who would maybe be quite hard, maybe swears at you on the phone, or isn't being cooperative? How would you handle that?
Yeah, every day really. There's different customers that give me different situations to deal with. They can be arsey, they can terminate the calls when I'm trying to chase payment. Our credit limit is 30 days, so if that particular invoice becomes over 30 days, then straight 31 days. I usually phone them straight away. I do, when you discussed about payment plans, I do try and help them. They could pay monthly by direct debit, they could pay 50% one week, 50% the other week, and then I would remember to phone that week. So they can be awkward, but I think I keep a calm manner on the phone, because I've had all sorts of scenarios to deal with, experience with it.
Have you got any examples of somebody being quite, incooperative on the phone, maybe saying they're not going to be giving you the payments, you can't afford it? What kind of route do you go down then?
Yeah, they can be quite difficult to deal with, certain people. If that, then I try and take on board everything they've saying. If they're saying they're not paying it, I try and get the reasons why they're not paying it, try and keep a calm manner, and and I'll say, look, what I'm going to have to do is speak to my manager, my FD,
Yeah.
and see what they think about it. Then I'll have to come back to it. Either I'll phone you back with the responses I get, a solution, or they will phone you direct and see what they can do, because they can obviously authorise more than me.
Brilliant. That's absolutely fabulous. Now next, this type of position, as I'm sure you're fully aware, Paul, requires good numeral skills. Have you completed work in the past using such skills and quick thinking mathematical scenarios?
Not really, no. I do like to think I'm quite good at maths. I got a GCSE B in maths, but that was 10 years ago.
Sure.
But I work with numbers every day, so it's always in my head, it's always fresh.
Brilliant.
So I like to think I'm good at that, yeah.
Obviously being on the phone and stuff there, people will put you on the spot, as I'm sure, I'm afraid I have to put you on the spot now with a short mathematical test. Now don't worry, this is obviously me observing you working under pressure as well.
Okay.
So this is a 5-minute multiplying frenzy. Now I don't need you to spend 5 minutes on it, okay? So I'll probably just time you for the next 2 minutes, trying to complete as much as is possible. And I'm going to take this away, and then obviously with all the other candidate selection, we see how kind of fast you work and what you can do with the correct
I like a
answers.
challenge.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much.
I'll let you just finish this line, Paul. That's more than enough. Well done. Brilliant. Thank you very much. So what we do with these is, like I said, it just observes me you working under pressure on the spot, and also the mathematical skills that you have to hand up in there. So next, how much do you know about the actual business that you're, the firm that you're applying for?
I like to think quite a lot. It's got branches in the entire UK. Their head office is in Leeds. They've got a branch in Bolton, Scarborough, Workington, Dudley and Birmingham. So yeah, I like to think on a good basis. I'd like to learn more of the company if I get the chance to work for you, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, they're obviously one of the UK's leading frozen food manufacturing bakeries, things like that.
Yes we are. So next, sometimes obviously not a great one to ask because I'm putting you on the spot again, but what do you think your main strengths and what are your main weaknesses?
Main strengths, I'm very organised. I like to organise my day very well. I have set duties to do and I'm always 100% complete them. If I don't, then I like to prioritise my work for the morning so I complete the previous day's tasks. Weaknesses, it's a difficult one to ask really because you get feedback for weaknesses. finances, but I suppose I could be better on the phone, maybe. I suppose more
In what
confident.
way? Okay.
I suppose because I do sometimes have a script when I chase payments, like with the outstanding bill, and then they could automatically put me on the spot with a question that I'm not prepared for, and I get like a bit of a guard up. So
sure, I think
more
that comes with
confidence on the phone.
experience as well. So
Yeah,
in
so-
all the scenarios and full training is given here as
Yeah,
well.
I would like
So you
that.
wouldn't just be left in the lurch, it would be a full support programme, and hopefully you would progress with that if given the opportunity. So finally, this comes on to our last question, Paul. How do you believe you will contribute to the progression of this business?
Massively, hopefully. I believe I'm the right man for the job. I have the skill set, the job description, they're all essential to me. I have all that experience. I have a relevant work experience in a working environment in the office. I have excellent experience in finance, experience in administration, and I'm good at creating financial forecasts, so I'm competent in Excel, Word if needed, providing forecast food management, budgets and things like that.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Paul. As you do know as well, obviously this is a manager role. Do you have the required expertise in managing people? Have you got any examples where you've motivated anybody?
To be honest, no, I do not have the. I've never had a managerial title. I've never had a managerial title, but I have trained up numerous work employees to relevant department, because I have worked there with this particular company that I work for more than 10 years. So I do have experience in training people up, and I like to think I can manage my own sort of job, and I'm fully confident I can manage other people, do their job as well.
So just to expand on that, if obviously being a manager you need to be motivational. If you saw one of your members of the team upset in the corner, slacking on targets, not being up to par with everybody else, how do you think you can motivate that person?
Okay, then obviously I would have a private conversation with them, not in the office, in front of everyone. I'd like to take them out, try and find out exactly what the issue is. If I can help them in any way, if anyone else can help them in any way, if they're struggling in their work, maybe they can job share more. I can take more responsibility off them, try and help them a bit more, try and help them that way. If it's a personal issue, I'll try and get someone to help them, or I can try and help them if it's a work issue, and I firmly believe I'd be the right man to help them with the work issues they currently have.
That's fabulous, Paul. Do you have any questions?
No, I think we've covered more or less everything. I'd like to say I'd really like to work for your company. I think I'd be the perfect man for the job, and I'd like to think I'd help your company grow.
That's absolutely excellent. Thank you very much,
Thanks
Paul.
very much, Leanne. Thank you.
Thank you.